Welcome to Warmaster Podcast, episode 206 with Paul and Barry.
Hello, listeners, and we are here with a much-desired episode.
Much desired.
Desired by some, envy by all.
Good old High Elves. We're finally going to do the High Elf
Army review.
Yeah, so if you've got a player that you want to get into the game, and they want an army that they can win with,
And it's probably the one.
get them to listen to this. They'll probably learn a bit of High Elves, learn a bit of Warmaster, and it'll be under an hour. And that's how we keep this. So it'll be on topic, which is very different from our normal podcast. And just focus on High Elves.
Exactly. And they are in the order we are put them out there, the order they came out in the original book. And this is the last of the.
No, I think there's 8 or something in the original.
No, there was 6 in the original book, wasn't there?
Was there?
Yeah, the original 6 armies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then Dark Elves and stuff came after that?
They came after, That was Warmaster supplements,
Right, okay. Well, if there were only 6 in the book, then we're there. You saw Tomb Kings weren't in the original?
Tomb Kings.
We did those, It's not an alphabetical order, so High Elves are 6th, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we're going to start with the fluff.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see how they pitch the fluff, because this fluff has been reworked.
It has been reworked, yes.
By the Revolution, the Alishi.
High Elves. The Elven kingdoms are the most ancient and cultured of all the world's realms, aside from those cold-blooded lizardmen races.
Yeah.
Long before the crude townsmanships of men took the shape of elves, the elves were building glittering cities in the island continent of Ulthuan, which I think is how you pronounce it. Mm-hmm. Soon after cities arose around the colonies throughout the world, after millennia of habitation, many of these cities still exist. They are graced by fantastical towers, sweeping arches, and 1,000 other wonders undreamed of by mankind. With soaring spires, the High Elves pursue their age-long studies of art, sorcery, and the world, both natural and otherwise. The Elven mind is not only keen, but is matched by a near-perfect physique and extraordinarily longevity. Elves resemble men, but are taller and are more elegantly proportioned, with long athletic limbs. They have lean, intelligent and handsome faces with delicately pointed ears and entrancing almond-shaped eyes. It is often said that their swift, precise movements make the most graceful men seem oafish in comparison. These qualities make them dangerous warriors as well as unparalleled craftsmen and sorcerers. Elves are not warlike by nature and are, for example, orcs and even dwarves and men to some extent. However, they are proud, and some say arrogant, and ultimately confident in their purpose. Thousands of years ago, the elves and dwarves fought a long and bitter war over possession of the old world, a war fueled by pride and suspicion on both sides. The war weakened the two races to such an extent that both were nearly destroyed as a result. Much of the dwarf realm was subsequently overrun by greenskins, and the elves were driven from the cities of the old world, and the elven homelands were plunged into a devastating civil war known as the Sundering. Elves and dwarves have never forgotten that war, and it remains a source of recrimination and antagonism between them to this day. Although their strength is less than it once was, the Elven kingdoms constitute the greatest bastion against chaos in the world. Millennia ago, when the Age of Chaos began, the most adept of the High Elf mages constructed a gigantic vortex of power at the centre of the island continent of Ulthuan, at the heart of the Elven kingdoms. Its purpose of this vortex was to draw magical energy out of the world, and which was at the time overrun by demons and other holy sorcerous creatures. By means of a system of magical standing stones arranged around a circular island like a spider's web, the power of chaos was gradually drawn away and stability restored. The demon armies were destroyed or banished back to the realms of chaos from which they had come. This is a burden that the High Elves carry to this day. Were Ulthuan and its vortex to fall, the world would be quickly consumed in magic and mortal creatures would cease to exist, at least in any recognisable form as such. The other kingdoms remain entirely alert to the threat of chaos. They are the undisputed masters of the sea and have fortresses situated all over the globe at strategic positions, and where they wait and watch the lights of magic playing upon the northern skies, and prepare for the next battle against the forces of chaos. However, their numbers are fewer now than ever, and the burden of defence grows ever more heavy. For this reason, the elves regard the human realms as vital to their eternal battle against chaos, for if the human realms fell, it would only be a question of time before Ulthuan itself would be overwhelmed by the tides of chaos.
So, I think America, is that what they're supposed to be?
World Police.
World Police, yeah, Team America.
That section there we just read, it's very Tolkien inspired, isn't it? Like, when it describes what elves are, and it describes they don't like dwarves, and dwarves don't like them, and they basically had a fight over some disagreements. But they should never.
But Mithril, fight over the Mithril.
So it's like that's very Tolkien, and I think they tick that fantasy trope of what an elf it means to be an elf, like
a wanker.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't say they're immortal, but they're damn near immortal
and better than everybody.
Everybody else at everything.
Ever.
Like there's nothing they do. There's nothing men do that is better. There are some things that dwarves can make certain craft better than elves, but
they would never admit that.
They'd never admit that.
Would they?
But there's certainly nothing men can do. Can't do anything better than elves. Men could copy stuff from they give it technology from dwarves.
Maybe they're just brute force. Maybe strength.
It's like the gunpowder question. It's like what is it in the whole Cathay or somebody invents gunpowder and then dwarves and Empire use it for cannons, but elves would never lower themselves to use that because they've already perfected everything. As in, we don't need to use such crude things because this bolt thrower is a design from 4,000 years ago and is better
than everything you got anyway, mate.
You got anyway, so.
And in the old world, you used to hit on a 3-up.
Always strike first.
I'm saying no. Sorry, I don't mean the old world. I mean the old version of Warmaster.
Yes,
used to hit on a 3-up.
Yeah, which is quite good.
They were fucking good. They were good. Not much hits on the 3-up anymore in this game. So we talked a little about who our high elves are. Now we need to talk about the list.
Yes,
because it is one of the very, very, very earliest lists, and it kind of shows that
it is an original 6, and it has gone through. It's probably the most changed, we would say.
No, because probably some of those experimental the Beastmen-y.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but it has been tinkered.
It has had a lot of tinkerings, a lot of nerfings, if I'm being honest.
We'll go. I go. You go. So to begin with, we have Spearmen, an infantry unit with 3 attacks, 3 hits, 5 up armor, 60 points, 2 maximum, and nothing. No special rules.
So they are your bog standard medium infantry.
Yeah.
They're good.
They're good.
I mean, in certain lists, like Chaos lists, these are considered weak infantry.
Yes.
In Empire lists, these would be considered great infantry.
Infantry ain't got.
Infantry we ain't got. But one of the interesting things about this is their infantry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you could say, I played fantasy. Where's the fucking Swordsmasters or the Phoenix Guard or the fucking White Lions or the bastard? I don't know. There were millions of them, weren't there?
They're a very...
Sea Guard.
High Elves as a race, they're a very well-developed faction. They have a lot of choices. And even though... What is really the difference between a Swordmaster and a Spearman?
Here you go. Here you go.
But it's the classic Warmaster question.
This is it. So you're new to Warmaster, you've listened to this podcast, you say, hang on a minute, where's my X? Lothian Sea Guard, White Lion. Yeah, where's my fucking Phoenix Guard? Where's my Swordsmasters?
Yeah.
Now, when you pull back into helicopter view or whatever they call it, viewing from space, what is the difference between an elf with a spear and an elf with a sword?
Not much. I guess the spear guy's poking people a few feet away a bit more. But
so if you've got a game like Warhammer Fantasy that's got loads of characteristics, you can have granular differences.
You could definitely have a difference there. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. One will have a slightly stronger strength. One will have more weapon skill or whatever the fuck it is.
But you can even in a game like Warhammer, you can even do so these are spearmen and these are Lothan spear
with bows. Yeah,
they're bows.
Yeah.
So it's they act function very differently.
But cost more.
Because they just have literally a stuck-on bow. That's the only difference.
So when you pull out to our level, what's the difference? They're just a fucking elf with a weapon.
Yeah.
And some armour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so unless you're going to make them the jump would be give them 4 attacks. Now you're talking about Saurus.
Yeah.
And giving high elf Saurus would be madness. Realistically, because they're fucking good enough with anything. They'd be good enough with men with no shoes and a club. And so the second list, second entry, should I do this? I can't see. You have to pass it over. Right, so the second list is archers. Infantry 3-1, so 3 melee attacks, 1 shooting attack. 3 hits, 6 up armour. So they've got some armour, but 6 up armour doesn't do a lot, if I'm being honest. Unit size 3, points per unit 75. You've got to have 1. And they've got a special rule which allows them to add 1 to their dice roll. So they're one of the very, very few things that hit on 3s.
Yes.
But they're 75 points. They don't have armour piercing or anything, so you're still getting your full save. But they are very good.
They are very good.
And you've got to take 2, but they're expensive,
Yes.
and they don't hold up well in combat as you'd expect, because that's not the pack.
No, that's not their role. They want to be shooting those bows, not being stuck in melee.
And they have 30 centimetre range, get them in a wood, get them plinging at stuff.
Yeah.
They hit more than average.
Yeah.
One thing to talk about now is that when we go through the list, the original High Elf list had 3 things that hit on 3s.
Yes,
they used to have Reavers and the Bolt Throwers.
But that was a lot.
But they were kind of leaning into what people imagine High Elves being.
Yeah.
Magic and shooting. But neither of those things do a lot in Warmaster. So if you come into this game saying I'm going to focus on magic and shooting, you're not going to have a great experience.
It's not great. Yeah, it's not what the game's about.
Yeah.
So, probably the most controversial entry now is Silver Helms. Cavalry, 3. So just 2 types of infantry. That's it.
One shooty,
one shooty, one not
one
shooty,
stabby.
one stabby. So Silver Helms, cavalry, 3 attacks, 3 hits, 4 plus armor, 110 points for minimum nothing. Now maximum 3.
It was unlimited.
It was unlimited. No special. So that is 4 plus cavalry in there. But we that's a recent change. Is it used to be a no limit, and we put a limit of 3. So that means in a normal 2,000 point game, you can take 6 units of these knights.
Okay.
Well, yeah, there we go.
I mean, knights are knights.
Knights are knights.
And there is a bit of talk about giving them a nega trait all over the board on knights, which may happen, may not happen. If it does, I mean, it won't break the game.
No, God, no.
But it will kind of maybe slow down the use of these.
I think it will distinguish between knights and lighter cavalry better. The difference between the 2.
It's stolen from a later variant of Warmaster anyway. So, Reavers, so these are our next cavalry selection. So they got 3 attacks, 1 shooting attack, 30 centimetres. So they're a bit like archers on horseback. So 3 hits, 6 up armour, unit size 3, 90 points, no minimum, 3 maximum. They were a lot better when they had 3 up shooting.
Yeah.
And now they've got 4 up shooting. They're identical to quite a lot of other armies.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not without their use, but they don't have a great deal of resilience.
No, but they do have a 60 centimetre threat range of a move and then range of 30. So that is strong. That's like.
All right, but if you're going to give them 3 orders, they've got 120
exactly,
centimetre fucking threat range.
And this army, you probably could give them 3 orders. So it's their strength is their ability to reach out and fire and put force out really quite far.
Yeah, I mean the only issue is the opportunity cost of not taking something else.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. So then we have Chariots, who are appropriately a chariot. 3 attacks, 3 hits, 5 up armor, 95 points, minimum nothing, maximum 3, no special rules. But obviously they're a chariot, it means they're getting that +1 attack on the charge. High Elves of Chariots, and here they are. They are not dissimilar from other people's chariots.
Well, they're the same as everybody else's chariot. So they have some negatives in that you can't get into certain types of terrain, like
any terrain actually. Chariots can't go in anything.
I think they could they not go into a village or whatever that's called.
Yeah, they probably could, couldn't they?
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
That's probably it. Yeah.
And hills.
Yeah,
but like anything. If you're in any doubt,
any type of obstacle they can.
Yeah, that they ain't going in.
Yeah.
Ploughed field, whatever it is.
No, that's a big one. Ploughed field. So a classic thing is that innocent-looking field. You go sit your cavalry in it, and the chariots just stare at you on the outside, going, "Why don't you come out?
Why don't you come in?
Why don't you come in?"
So yes, we've got 3 what do we call it? Cavalry type things. We've got 2 cavalry and a chariot. Then we've got some monsters now. They had, until the invention of lizardmen, the top tier of the flyers.
Yes.
Because we got giant eagles. Mm-hmm. Monster, 2 attacks, 3 hits. If you didn't know, about chariots, they get an extra attack on the charge. So it looks like they got 3 attacks. When they charge on the open, they get 5 attacks, which is very punchy.
You put 15 dice out in a 6 centimetre frontage.
Very punchy. Mm. So eagles, 2 attacks, 3 hits, 6 up armour, unit size 3, 70 points. You could only have a maximum of 1. Obviously, eagles fly, which is a special rule. They're base short side. Yeah. They're monsters, so when they charge, they hit 4.
4 dice.
So if you can get into a flank or hit something squishy,
you down 12 for a frontage.
They're good.
Yeah.
They were as good as flies could be before pterodons and stuff came, where they got this plus shooting.
Yes. Yeah.
But you're paying a bit more for that. But yeah, they're very, very good. And then next for you. A comedy fucking entry.
We have the Dragon Rider. So elves are if you boil it down to what two creatures work with elves, they definitely have eagles and they definitely have dragons.
Yep.
So they're both in here. Our Dragon Rider is a monster with 6 attacks and 3 shooting attacks, 6 hits and a 4+ armor. Only 1 bottle, so it's like 1 unit size 1. 270 points for a minimum nothing and a maximum of 1. Special rule 3, the longest one in the book, is dragons, which they can fly, they cause terror. Dragons can be wounded, but that's been amended to be 4 to 5 hits rather than 3.
So when they're wounded, they lose half their ability fighting.
That's it. But generals, wizards, and heroes can fly dragons. Flying dragons that increase their move.
That's a mount. That
100, they can be.
You mixed in the mount bit there.
Oh yeah. And it because this is so old, it has the same rule.
Yeah. So there are 2 entries for dragons and eagles. One's for the kind of unit entry,
and one's for the character.
One's for the character. So the unit of Dragon Rider it's a bit of an anomaly in game. It was priced at 300 points and it was deliberately underpowered.
Yes, because it was not meant to be overpowered.
No,
it's literally written in the original text as like, we did not want this to be an overpowered unit.
Because if it was an overpowered unit, it would be like game defining. Because this fucking monster would just go around chomping armies up.
Yeah.
You'd have 1 on each flank potentially, because you could have 2. One going down each flank with a something commanding them, wizard or a hero, and they would just fucking roll up armies.
Yeah.
Because we're stopping them. You've got a 20 centimetre base to engage them with, which is like if you hit in the flank of the cavalry or. I mean, what's that? You got 2 attacks back and they're just pummeling the living fuck out of you.
Yeah, exactly. And causing terror. So basically their combination, if they were too good, their combination would be flanking something, lots of attacks, and causing terror. So the opponent would have 2 less attacks back.
So 1 attack back.
Yeah, they just win. They win all the time.
Now there is an argument to be made that since we've capped the number of combat rounds to 2, that their effectiveness has gone down so much that maybe we could release the beast a bit more.
Who knows? Yeah.
Who knows? But I mean, it's possible. The big problem and where the restriction came from is in old Warmaster vanilla, as I like to call it. There was no restriction on how many rounds of combat,
and that was always the problem of Warmaster. Is that when you were trying to introduce it to new players, that would end up happening as a negative play experience. So you would, I'm going to put my cavalry into your side here, like as in move up. Your turn, you can't, or you failed your orders, you can't turn around. My turn, in I go. Unlimited rounds of combat, I win the game.
Everything dies.
Yeah, everything dies. Because I will do, I'll kick out 12, 9 attacks, you're going to kick out 1 or 2. I can't really lose that. Yeah, and I can keep going and grinding you, and I'll win the game. Yeah, but that is not Warmaster that we play.
No, so we have it's not optional anymore. You get a half-paced move, so if you fail an order, you get to turn, so you can at least face what's fucking coming to you.
Which is a big difference.
And it's capped to 2 rounds of combat, which probably makes Dragon Riders, in my mind, unless they're picking off artillery in the flank or something, the use for them is even more fringe than it ever was.
Yes.
But I don't want ever to be a position where people are taking 2 of these and winning games.
No.
By using 2 of these.
No, definitely not. I think that is a great testament to the system. Is Warmaster is not a hero hammer game, and I guess or a big monster game or something like that.
Or a magic game.
Or a magic game.
Or a shooting game in most respects.
It's not a shooting game. It's none of those things. It's meant to be a infantry and cavalry kind style game. They've got big armies of actually mostly melee stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the ebb and flow of that battle that goes on. And long may it continue. That's why we love it.
Okay, right. So, and the final entry is our Elven bolt thrower artillery. 1 attack, 3 ranged attacks, 2 hits, no armor. Unit size is 2, so you're shooting 6 times, 55 points, and they've got a rule of 4. They just say they're bolt throwers as described in the artillery.
Because they're an original army. They ported they had an artillery section.
Yeah.
And our units were in there.
So I mean, all it matters for us is there's some terrain restrictions, and they can only move 10 centimeters.
Yes, and they have a range of 40. Yeah.
And they have a range of 40, which is a lot smaller than it sounds.
It's not 60, but at least it's not 20.
So 40 means you're shooting something and they need 2 orders. But if they get 2 orders, they're in you.
They're in you, yeah.
Whereas 60, if you push them back, they're out of 2 orders.
Yeah, it would be 3.
It does make, so, yeah. It kind of, they're good.
Yes,
they were much better when they hit on 3s.
The high elf shooting it's better against lower armoured stuff. The ideal targets are low armoured things because it can rack up so many hits that it just ends up driving them off that way.
Yeah, there's no armour piercing.
There's no armour piercing. There's no immune. There's no ignore armour saves or armour piercing. I
remember back in the day, I used to run a brigade of 2 archers flanking, like on the wings of 2 units of bolt throwers, and they drove off a stegodon.
Yeah.
They didn't kill it on wounds because too many wounds, but you drive a monster more than 20, it's dead.
Yeah.
So that was quite good. That was quite fun.
So I'll speak out their character package all as a 1. So they have a general who's command 10 plus 2 attacks, and he's
what negatives does he have?
He don't have any.
Wait, the only negative is his cost.
Is his cost? Yeah.
180 points.
180 points to spend on a general, and you get a command 10, and there is no army rule. There is nothing saying that he's bad at anything. He's just good.
Well,
if you spent 3,000 years doing
exactly
something,
right. I mean,
you'd be good at it.
He's read The Art of War so many times.
He wrote it. He amended it.
Corrected it.
Yeah, right. So then they have a hero, a command 8 hero who's 80 points, plus 1 attack. But we have a command 8 wizard, which is a good one for a wizard. 0 attacks for 90 points. They have obviously a spell deck.
That's not right, is it? 90 should be 80 points unless he's got an attack.
Ooh.
That's right, isn't it?
Wow, we'll have to look at that.
Isn't that right? I'm just not making that up.
That's right. I think it's because he's command 8, isn't he? Then they have 3 mounts. An eagle gives you plus 2 attacks and the ability to fly for 20 points, which is good. A dragon, which is better, the plus 3 attacks, 100 points though, also gives you ranged attacks and makes you cause terror, which is very nice. And you have a chariot for budget, plus 10 points, plus 1 attack for being a chariot, but chariot movement restrictions.
Yes, it's like a bad sword.
But it's good when you put a sword with it. Yeah, if you're a character on a budget, then a chariot.
Take an eagle.
If you're a character on a further budget,
even more budget.
So then the high of spells. Okay, so Storm of Stone, 6 up to cast, range 30. Yes.
You missed the thing that they get to re-roll.
Oh yeah.
So you skip past. It's a wizard. They get to re-roll anything but a 1.
Sorry, that is that is well pointed out. So, wizards have a special rule 5. This is probably why they're 90 points, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
High elf mages are especially powerful wizards, and to represent that, they can re-roll any failed spell on a dice roll except a 1. If the spell is failed because of 1, you don't get to re-roll that.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So that makes them much better at casting.
Of course.
Yeah. So if it's a 4 up, you get 75% chance, roughly.
So Storm of Stone, 6 up to cast, affects every unit in range. Every enemy unit in range takes 3 attacks, worked out in the normal way. Unengaged units are not driven back by Storm of Stone. Unengaged units carry over hits scored in the first round of combat, like they have for combat res. So situationally, only ever cast. You need certainly more than 1 target to cast Storm of Stone. But if in that magic moment you say if it affected 3 or 4 different units.
Yeah, but the problem is it's a 6 up to cast.
6 up to cast. Well, you do get 2 attempts to roll it. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's like it. Yeah, because obviously with high elf spells, you have to caveat everything that you have an ability to most of the time get a reroll to try and cast it. So,
I think the reroll gets better the lower down it gets.
Yeah.
The target number.
That's Storm of Stone, very situational. Light of Battle, 5 up to cast, range 30. Spell affects every unit within range, and the spell lasts for the duration of the following combat phase, and every unit and every character that's joined the unit gains a +1 attack. These attacks are allocated to any stand in the unit and be allocated to different stand in each combat round. So everybody gets +1 attack on your side.
So if you watch our recent battle report, demons have got the identical spell.
Yes.
And I've got a couple of them off, and it does actually work.
It does.
As long as you've got a lot of shit fighting.
So you could, if you had 2 wizards, which high elves might not have.
That doesn't stack.
But you could cast Light of Battle and Storm of Stone.
Oh yeah.
Then you're doing loads of work. Light of Stone, but Light of Battle, you're probably going to cast that more times than you're going to cast Storm of Stone.
I've never tried to cast Storm of Stone because I'd rather take Light of Battle.
Yeah. So Heaven's Fire, 4 up to cast, range 30. Spell be cast on a friendly unit of unengaged missile, armed infantry or cavalry in range. It cannot be cast on artillery. Mage doesn't have to be able to see their target. when the Heaven's Fire spell is cast in it can shoot twice instead of once. If it already shot that turn, it can therefore shoot again immediately, and if it is yet to shoot, it can shoot twice. When the unit shoots twice during Heaven's Fire, the second shot is always at -1 to hit. So my question is so you probably cast this on archers.
Yeah. So
the first time they hit on 3s, the second time they hit on 4s.
Yeah.
Why not just have a ball of flame?
Well, they've got that spell coming, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah. So I'm like,
it's just about positioning.
Yeah,
so if the archers are in range and you're not, then send it on an archer. Otherwise, you wouldn't bother.
Yeah. So Hail of Destruction, 5 up to cast, range 30. The spell can be cast on an enemy unit. The mage must be able to see the target to use the spell. Can't be directed unit in combat. Hail of Destruction shoot like 3 ordinary attacks. 4+6, except armor has no effect, and it can be driven, and you can be driven back. So that's the only thing in the high elf roster there that gives you no armor saves. So really, their spells. They really have 2 spells. They have 2 they don't need and 2 they use.
The Heaven's Fire can be useful. So say you've got like Reavers off into a flank.
Oh, I suppose.
And you can send it through the Reavers and hitting on 5s. But you're hitting on 5s then. So
I think. I don't know.
And you've got to roll to get the spell off. So
the thing is there's at some point I would say, just like spitballing, we'd want to look at that spell deck and try and make some replace one of the spells with something that's more useful.
I don't know,
but are we in the world where we want to buff high elves?
Well, that's the problem. That's why they've ended up where they are.
Yeah, they ended up there.
Because they can't ever have any nice things.
No, they've only ever had stuff taken away. They've never improved anything on high elves because they were good enough.
Never had anything ever. Never. Christmas has never come.
It's never come. Nor is it coming.
For those poor old high elves.
Attention! If you need to get your miniatures safely from point A to point B, then get yourself a KR multi-case. KR multi-cases come in all manner of different shapes and sizes and have gamer-friendly pricing. So do yourself a favour and get yourself a KR multi-case today. Soft foam, hard cases.
We're back and we're going to talk about the 3 good, 3 bad, 3 reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to do your good first? Or
go on last week. I mean, they got Command 10.
Oh, thank you. God damn. Shocker.
Yeah. I mean, you can't deny it. Command 10. We're not in a world where Command 10 doesn't exist. It's like nuclear weapons, I guess. It's better to have them than not have them. They do exist.
They do exist.
They do exist. We can't
people who have them don't want to give them up.
Are we in a world where we want to uninvent Command 10?
What, you think America giving up then?
No, that's my analogy.
Do you think Britain are giving up the American hits? No.
So it does exist, and this is the army that abuses it to the best.
I'm not sure they are, but
yeah.
There's certainly the one.
The High Elf General has no negative.
No negative.
Like he's a pointed cost, but
he's not.
He commands everything with Command 10.
Yeah.
He's got access to a lot of good stuff.
He can take rerolls if you want.
Okay. And he So there's like the Wood Elves, they can't. That general can't order everything at Command 10. Dwarves don't have cavalry. Dark Elves kill themselves, when they blunder and stuff, and that reduces the. There's a way that the general's command is reduced.
Yeah.
I haven't done any of that.
So I will say now, just get out of the way, that my number 1 is Command 10. So we'll just when you have this discussion again. Yeah. So the problem with Command 10 is there's nothing intrinsically broken in the High Elf list. Other armies have those entries generally. It's just the fact that it's Command 10.
If you want to get good at Warmaster, I would recommend you write you write out and you have it on the table the probability of what 2d6 is added together. And it'll give you the stats. So it's like, to do this, I need to do a Command 10, then a Command 9. And even if you want to go even further, you look at another much bigger table which combines those two rolls together, the probability of that working. Where it fails if one fails. And you'll see probability maths
You're talking about maths, Paul. You're talking about maths. I mean, don't be afraid though. I still roll 6s regularly.
Yeah.
I mean, people won't go below 8s. I fuck down at 7s. I go 6s. Yeah. I don't go below 6 generally because you really are pushing it rolling a 5 consistently. But rolling a 6 is probably 40% or something.
The thing is, it's like maths in wargaming, maths isn't a dirty word. It is all probability, and Command 10 gives you the best chances.
best chances. But we have tickled round, and there is still, generally speaking, a desire for Command 10 to exist.
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah.
It may not be unmodified Command 10. It may be like, but people want Command 10 in the game. Generally, I think.
Yeah. And
they want Elves to be better than us.
Elves are better than you, and they know it.
Can't argue.
So my second point, because Barry's was also the first, is they have access to 4+ knights with a Command 10. So in amongst that, you don't have cavalry that's 3+ armor in the game, but you do have cavalry that's 4+ armor. Elves have it, and they have a way to port those cavalry around at will at Command 10. Yes, there are arguments that you could say you could try like a very heavy infantry build, and that's still good. But I think cavalry is better, like with that.
It depends on. I mean, you can't say, because long-term listeners will know that I actually tried all Silver Helm list, and what that was, it just became a non-game. Yeah. It was in a tournament, people wouldn't fight me. Yeah. They just hid in woods, and then what am I going to do?
Yeah, well,
there's no game.
There's no game. Yeah. So as I say, that is now. There might be a reaction, like a slow rule put into the game, which would help mitigate it, and then I would say that point is no longer a thing anymore in terms of because they'd be slower troops, as in like.
But it would be, because that affects all.
Yes. Yeah,
4+ cavalry. So you're pulling down the back. They'll still be the best order of 4.
All right. So my second point is that not only they Command 10, but they've got something that really is good with Command 10.
And also, I'm just spitballing. Why would a vampire horse care about being tired?
It wouldn't.
So they have slow.
Why would a chaos horse care about staying alive?
Anyway, so I'll jump in here because it's quite similar.
Yeah.
I put knights because obviously knights are good. Even 3 knights per 1,000 is still pretty fucking good. And they've also got fucking eagles. Yeah. And eagles, I mean, flyers have been nerfed over recent years. But if you're going to have flyers, these are so much better than the harpies. They don't fly. The wrong base cavalry are annoying as shit to play with because there's so few targets on the board. You think, we'll go and do them. Because you look and say, shit, I'm going to lose.
Yeah, I'm going to lose. Yeah.
So these things, narrow frontage, getting a flank, they can delete stuff. Even get them into some cavalry maybe if you have to.
Yeah, totally. So my third point is, even though this army list is really small, it is a great range of troops. There are some things they don't have, and that comes into my bad points, but what they do have is a great range of troops. There is probably one redundant thing in the Dragon Rider. I guess a competitive list would not take it.
No.
But everything else...
It's the same model as a Dragon Hero.
So you don't lose anything. You don't have to base it any differently.
And before people say, they haven't got all this different infantry, I've got loads of different types of infantry. I've got swordsmen, I've got white lions, I've got Phoenix Guard. I use them all in game because the spearmen are so fucking fragile. I don't ever want to use those wankers. The original GD was spearmen. The shit spears break all the time. So you use the other ones, but they're all just spearmen. It doesn't make a difference. What difference does it make?
Exactly.
So the last thing I'm going to say is they got dragon, which is good. Dragon mount.
Yep.
That's top tier.
Yep.
You don't get better. I mean, you have to pay for it, but you don't get better. And they've got the cheapest, best flying mount you can get. Like fucking eagle. How is that 20 points? I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't take any more shit from High Elves. But you look at
our eagles next.
You look at the price cost of
20
eagles.
Points.
Yeah, but how many attacks?
2.
And flying.
Yeah.
20 points.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. A fucking sword's 10 points for 1 attack.
But you have to throw the sword.
You get 2 attacks. So I can have a sword and a chariot with restrictions.
Yeah.
Or I can have an eagle and it flies 100.
It's only better. Yeah. It's true.
And it's got 2 attacks.
True.
And I can get a sword. I get 3 attacks. Yeah. The eagle profile, I think, is unique to the elves, and it is awesome.
Yes.
Even better than the dragons in lots of respects.
So we're coming for the eagle.
No! Leave it alone! The only thing that comes near...
You can't deny it.
No, the only thing that is probably better, I'm going to say, is the black coach. Because that is just like... How did this get in the game? Yeah. I mean, I'm leaving it alone because you've got to have some differences. Everything can't be just this is a blue colour army, this is a red colour army. But the black coach is fucking... I'll take 2 of those back. You look at it and go, whoa, baby! For the vampires. Anyway, so dragons and eagle mounts. I mean, if you could pick a pair of mounts, forget chariots, forget. If you could, the dragon and the eagle are just both awesome.
Yeah, that's true. It is true. I mean,
and there's no restrictions.
As you summarise there, it's like, for the same points, you just have something that is better. So why would you have the inferior choice?
Eagles all the way.
So bad, 3 things. My first one is they don't have cannons. But there's
cannons?
I said they don't have them. Yeah,
like, well, why would they have cannons?
Yeah, exactly. But why would they? But I said that.
You could say that about every army apart from dwarves and
you could. But I mean, I put it down here is that I love their bolt throwers. I love everything that is high elves really. But they
would you have been an elf? Do you identify as an elf?
Eating high elves right now. I know.
You're certainly enjoying it.
It's so good to do all the
everything. Here's my fucking journeyman. He's better than everything on your team.
I scored 6 in one game. It's fine.
Anyway, we're not talking Blood Bowl.
Yeah, we're not talking
so you said they don't have cannons. Is your biggest problem? Yeah.
What's a bad thing about them?
They don't have cannons.
Okay.
Right, so I will give you a proper bad thing, and this is real. You are gonna take shit from people for playing them.
Okay. Well, no, that's a reason, isn't it? I put that down as a reason.
To reason to play them.
Yeah, because some people like that.
So this is bad, and seriously, if you're like a mature player or experienced player like me, and you rock out high elves, you are gonna take shit. And you've got to expect that shit because it's like playing with stabilizers on in some respects. And you got access to all good shit. You got the best general in the fucking game. You're gonna take shit, and I don't know if it's fair, but you will. It is gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
If you're a new player, crack on, mate. Enjoy yourself.
No, exactly. And no one would ever like. Yeah, you said, well, I'm new. And I was like, well, that's the army you should.
The last time we went north of the border, I swear a new player with high elves finished 3rd.
Yeah, probably.
First fucking tournament.
Boom!
Here we go. This is easy.
Yeah, you're so hard about it. Go and roll command.
All you got to do is roll 10, 9 in.
Yep.
Anyway.
So I stuck my rules. I stuck my bad choices. And good points are to the rules.
Right. So go on.
So anyway, but my second point is it's a lease army, so it's always going to be a small army.
Yeah.
There's really no large build.
But they wouldn't have chaff, would they?
No, they wouldn't. And
that's
not who they identify as really. Like there is no chaff. Like high elf, their mentality. Like it says in the fluff, it's like there are less of these high elves now than there used to be. And they don't like dying.
Even the women and children are probably better than most people.
Yeah, exactly.
If they had to fight.
Spartans, aren't they?
I swear the spearmen are just citizens, aren't they?
Yes,
citizen guards.
So they do it part-time.
And look at them. These are the waiters. The waiters and the fucking librarians.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to be a small build no matter what you do. They're never going to be beyond a breakpoint 10 army.
No. Bet you're pushing breakpoint 10.
Yeah.
So I've said that the infantry choices feel limited.
Yes.
They're not. It's just a mental thing.
Yeah.
Because you just use all the other models you want, but they're all fucking spearmen. But whatever, you're going to constantly go, oh, why are there no dragon princes? Why are there no fucking shadow warriors? Why are there no fucking? But it's because this scale it doesn't mean anything. And some of the late army lists have fallen foul of this, and they have kind of. Taking in all these little fucking overpopulated is a great word. They're taking in all these little fucking fringe bits and bobs and giving them their own entry.
Yeah.
What is at the end of the day? There is no real difference between a white lion and a swordsmaster.
Not at the scale. Not at the eagle above the battlefield look. The Alexander the Great looking down at the game. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, cool. Right. So infantry choices. You will hear a lot of that. And you will maybe feel that, but that's just a mental thing. Just paint them different, have different stuff.
So my third point of why the army is bad is brutal troops. Everything is 3 hits, and there's some good armor saves there, but there's nothing that's 4 hits. There's nothing that's really tanky. You can be damaged if the opponent hits you back, but as a high elf, you should never let them hit you back.
Exactly.
If they're hitting you back, you're doing something wrong as a high elf.
The pain for an army list like this is if you're facing off cannons or something nasty shooty, everything's going to hurt because you ain't got no fucking spawn or dogs or Grelts or fucking goblins or something to put in the front. Oh, what you got? Spearmen?
You don't want to sacrifice them.
Archers?
You don't want to sacrifice them.
Reavers? No.
Definitely don't want to sacrifice them.
Like, there's nothing in this list you're going to be happy putting in front of a fucking cannon.
No, they have no expendable target. They have no thing. It doesn't matter. No spawn.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's deliberate. My bad is, I think the spell list is bad.
Yes. Yeah. Because we just dissected it.
It's something I've talked about for a long time, but they just can't have...
It's not got 4 bad spells. It's got 2 spells you cast and 2 spells you don't really need.
It's all very samey.
Yeah.
And in game, I find myself always taking a wizard.
Yeah.
But then kind of not really being asked doing anything with it. Because
you focus more on him commanding than you do actually casting spells. Yeah.
Whereas other lists, it's all about how can I do my spells? How can I do my spells?
But imagine
get
if
in range.
I know. Imagine if I had summon fucking undead.
No, whatever. The worst ones would be something that fucks with command. So a negative command bubble or something.
You can't charge or something.
Not that one. But the negative command bubble, -1 to command.
Oh.
Just sat in the middle, just fucking shutting you down. Anyway, so it's a big puzzle. They've been around for 25 years.
Yeah.
They can't have nice things.
So reasons, this will be interesting. So this is where
Why to play them?
I go away from the rule, as in more higher brow stuff.
You do it your way, Paul.
Yes. So reasons 1,
go on.
for me is you're going to be that guy. To be that guy. Now some people want to be that guy. They want it.
They love it.
Some people love that being that guy, but you're going to be that guy. You don't like it if you play high elves.
What, long term?
Long term.
But then if you're a new player, please ignore any of this shit.
Yeah.
This is just like if you've been playing 15 years.
Yeah, in fact, you should be playing high elves if you're a new player. Yeah. This is the beginner army.
Unless you do what Jeff did. Jeff, he was a lovely guy. He was a great fella. He once took a 5 dragon list.
That didn't work.
No. He got fucking reamed.
He got reamed so bad.
5 dragons in the list.
They didn't work. Yeah, yes.
So my answer to Paul's one is why you play them. You want to win. Because if you want to win and you want to give your best, you want to give yourself the best chance of fucking winning a tournament, whatever it is. Take high elves because they got the best command.
Yeah.
And they got toys. They've not got the.
They're definitely tier 1.
Definitely S tier.
S tier.
What the fuck
blue tier.
Right, your second one.
The look of them. So GW made a very nice range.
They did
originally.
Apart from the spear tips, which I don't know if you've experienced that pain but it really is fucking bad.
They break.
All the time.
And then Forest Dragon's done a very good looking high elf range as well.
Is it still around or is he being culled?
I don't know, but yes. I love the Forest Dragon stuff and the high elf stuff looks
yeah, I just don't know because they've done the Great Purge again and I don't know who got caught in the net. I don't know what stuff got caught in the fucking net.
In terms of painting them, they've got a lot of colours on them. There's high elf source material for really any coloured high elves. Traditionally, it's white.
But they look bright colours. They really pop.
Yeah, they are gleaming. They are not hiding. They're not dirty.
Yeah.
So they have a very strong aesthetic, high elves, and it's really nice.
Okay, so I will say my number 3 is they look and play separately, but they look great on table because of the fact that they're so bright and light and white and 10 mil you need stuff to pop. Like I love the way those Napoleonics were playing.
Yes,
because they look so fucking bright and colourful.
It's a game where extreme highlighting looks better than subtle highlighting.
Yes.
Yes. You can be an amazing painter and it doesn't matter
because you can't see it.
But if you're an average painter, then extreme highlighting looks better.
Yeah, and I think high elves look amazing on table.
Yeah.
No, whatever build you have. Yeah. Right, last one, Paul.
Same as you. They're good. They are good.
What do you mean good? Good at playing the game?
They are good army. You're going to do well with high elves.
What if you don't do well? You can't play in the list.
No. You could build I built a bad list on purpose, but
of course you did.
You could build a bad list, but Howard Barrier built a good list, and you take that, you'll do well.
I think it is quite hard to argue that. Yeah. I mean, but again, please don't take it like if you're a newer player. And by new, I mean, because people aren't getting that many games in, are they? So they're not getting that many reps in. So you might have been playing 5 years, but not played hardly anything. Like, you still feel free to take high elves.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, if Janice turned up with high elves, he would expect shit.
Yeah, right.
I'm fucking too right too, mate. Come on, man. You don't need these.
Yeah.
You can win with fucking anything.
Yeah.
So my last one is you are new to the game.
Yes.
That's why I play them.
Yeah, they are the beginner army.
You feel like you should play Empire, but don't.
Yeah,
don't.
Empire are like the trap, aren't they? It's like Empire feel like they should be the beginner's army. Well, actually, it's High Elves because they are fucking baller, and it's like you can do Empire later.
So I'm thinking of taking because I've got drawn on the good side of north of the border,
yes,
which means I'm on Janice's team, and not Paul's.
I've seen the team. I've seen the perspective.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Which is coming soon. Slightly off topic, which means I'm taking Empire.
Oh.
Because I really want to like
Do you
Empire.
want to borrow my Empire?
And I've got Empire.
Oh, okay. Right.
But I just can't. I can't get them to win. But this is a non-competitive, so I don't really mind them not winning. But I'm going to give them a good thrashing and see if there's something in that Empire list. I mean, I've tried to improve them. We're not talking about Empire, but I just thought I'd mention that I'm taking Empire. But I would not recommend it as a starter army because I've been playing for fucking years and I still can't get wins out of Empire.
Yeah, they are the trap Empire army.
They feel like they should be able to win.
Are the true beginner.
The true Empire.
The true Empire. It's their world.
It's world.
It's definitely their world.
Have we done dwarves then?
We must have done.
I'm not sure. I think we were 8.
I
think you 6 was wrong. I think it was 8. I think we've got more to do in the originals.
Right, okay. So we have 2 army lists.
Do you want to do yours
I'll
first,
do mine
Paul?
first because I know what yours is going to be.
Well, you don't because it's changed, hasn't it? Because the Reavers have been reduced.
Okay.
The Silver Helms have been reduced.
I have gone for a something of everything list, and so I'll go through it. It's a 4 Spearmen, 2 Archers, just 2 Silver Helms, 3 Reavers, 2 Chariots, 1 Giant Eagle, 1 Dragon Rider.
No. Come on now.
2 Bolt Throwers, a General who I've given an Orb of Majesty to, a Hero on a Dragon, and a Wizard. That is only breakpoint 9. That little combo of stuff there will give you every unit type to try and play with the game. So that's why I've got to try the Dragon Rider. It's not the most competitive list. Barry is going to come up with something that's much more competitive. But I have found when I was applying High Elves in recent events, because I was content to be that guy. Is that the Orb of Majesty really worked well with their general because it gave you a reroll, which if you passed, you're back to being Command 10 again. So your Command 10 general is doing stuff. Oh, you randomly rolled that 11. Do you need to continue in this turn? You use the Orb of Majesty.
And what do you get a reroll at an 8?
On an 8. So
how much is it?
30 points. So I just found that because it's putting you then back to your command, obviously I found that really did High Elves really service. So it allowed you to freakishly roll a bad number.
Yeah.
Then you get a reroll, and say you pass that reroll, so you get like a 50-50. You're back to being amazing.
And what happens to the orb?
It's what are you saying?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I just found that was a really good combo for High Elves.
I mean, you are sold on command modification tools.
And the more I play it, the more I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, but it's like, I understand.
I built this list, and then just before we recorded, the third Reaver is because I had that 90. That was the thing that fitted into the points thing. This list would be about trying to work out of the Dragon Rider. You got a decent amount of shooting. You've got plenty of shooters. So it would be standoff, countering with the Silver Helms and Chariots, and looking for targets of opportunity with the Dragon Rider. But it's a tiny army. It can't take hits really. It will struggle against the wrong opponent because, even though it's High Elves, because if I have to take hits, I've got nothing that can take hits. But I of the Magic items, I'd say again, I think Orb of Majesty is the best one for them. And if you're a new player, take Orb of Majesty.
I'm not sure. I would advise against it.
Well, let's see what you came up with.
Well, the Orb of Majesty thing, we're going to have a discussion just about the Orb of Majesty and other things because I think they've got to be a trap. You're like making yourself an orc and being happy.
But but it's what happens if you pass that. So
I know, but but what happens if you fail?
Well, you fail.
You fail generally because you're pushing it.
Yeah,
or you've been unlucky.
Yeah. It's there on the say it's on a turn where I need to do this command 10 order and you've rolled an 11. Oh damn! I really need a turn of orders. You use that orb. You pass the 8. because it's no negatives, let's say, and then you're back to a 10 again. So it's like to me, I found it was like effectively a reroll on your command. When your command's really good.
Yeah. But I think I can see how it would be possible maybe if you were an orc or something with shitty command, but you've got the best command anyway.
Yeah, but so you can keep having your best command.
Okay, well, we'll see. We will see. So my list: 6 spearmen.
Yep.
Which 2 more than you need, but you haven't really got another choice infantry-wise. Apart from archers, we take the 2 because we've got to have 2, and we'll probably form them in brigades with an archer on the front in line, and then the spearmen in column behind. 6 Silver Helms because that's the maximum we can have.
That's what you should have. Yeah.
Well, why would you not?
No, exactly. It's why
if you want to win games,
this is going to be competitive. Yeah.
So you run them in 2 brigades of 3, probably.
Yep.
Now I built it slightly.
You could do 3 brigades of 2.
You could do 2, 3, 3 2s, but it just pushes your command a bit more.
Yeah.
Because you've always got to think about how much command you've got, and I've got realistically, I think command for 5 brigades because I'm giving my general 3.
Run through the whole army, and then it'll explain.
We've got 3. I've got 4 brigades now. I've got 2 infantry brigades and 2 cavalry brigades. Then I've got an eagle, which I hold back, so I don't really count that. So 1 giant eagle. I've built a strange. It's like I've talked to Jim about this in the past. I've built the bolt throwers with Reavers in the middle rather than...
Yeah, so it's a classic Jim tactic of using missile cavalry to protect artillery, because it actually works really well with the basics.
Yes, it slows the Reavers down a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't, but they get shooting.
But it gets the frontage down, so you get more shooting.
Yeah.
And they're also a bit more fighty if they have to be.
Yeah.
So you're less likely to get run over. And you're putting out a whole world of hate. 18 dice if they engage the front. If it's like infantry coming in the front, 18 dice is stinging.
Yeah. They lose 2 stands probably on the attempt in.
Yeah, and then you've got quite a lot of fighting because the cavalry bring in 18 attacks. But the problem is that there's still 40 centimetre shooting, and eventually, if a pair of knights come in the front, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
No matter what you put in there, you're going to lose the 4 break. So that is 1 brigade of Reavers and Elven bolt throwers. It may be a point where you get the bolt throwers into a good position, and then just abandon them and send the Reavers in because you got stuff in front of them. They're on a hill. Nobody's getting to them particularly easily. You can send your Reavers off to do other work, God's work, when they're not threatened. So we've got 6 spearmen, 2 archers, 6 silver helms, 2 Reavers who are with 2 bolt throwers, 1 giant eagle, and then we're on to characters. Now, first on any list after the general, you've got to have a general, is stick a wizard in. And give him a dispel scroll. And thank me later. Because if you think... Did you take a dispel scroll?
No, I didn't.
If you think that re-rolling a failed order will save your fucking bacon... Getting rid of a fucking past raised dead will fucking save your fucking bacon.
Point taken.
Or some bastards put some in the back of your fucking artillery brigade, and then he's sending them in on a movement spell,
that's not happening.
and you can't answer it because you've got no fucking. There's no dispel roll in this game. You can buy a dispel scroll, and that gives you 1 chance to cancel it. So he's rolled this 5 up, sent the fucking shit in my back. I've got unless I've got the dispel scroll. I can't react. It's just, oh dear. So I can't build a competitive list, without a dispel scroll and a wizard. So that just leaves 1 more slot. And my original build is you take a hero with a dragon. And that brings a lot.
Okay. Is that what you've chosen?
Well, there's 2 options here. Because you want to go down the dragon route and have a fighty, terrifying... But if you fight stuff that doesn't give a shit about terror, like demons or undead... then you've got a really expensive fighty hero. And you can get almost the same. Like, almost the same.
So what's your alternative?
An eagle.
Oh, okay.
With a sword. And that gives you enough to buy another unit of eagles.
Ah, okay.
So the difference between a dragon and an eagle and a sword...
eagle doesn't increase your break. I'm just doing your list.
Oh, it doesn't increase your break. It's still 10.
Still 10. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, so if
that's dealer's choice, I guess.
Yeah, so if you've got an eagle model, an eagle with a sword has the same melee output as a dragon.
Yes.
It doesn't have the shooting.
No,
it doesn't have the terror.
It doesn't have terror.
But it allows you to buy a whole other unit of eagles.
But it's 30 points and it's not 100 points.
Which is why eagles are so fucking good.
Yes.
30 points for fucking flying, 2 attacks and a sword.
I would say
3 attacks with an eagle.
Okay, truly competitive. With those choices, I'll probably go with the 2 eagles. I'll probably go with the eagle and the output you've got there.
So we could have another unit of eagles.
Yeah, eagles,
and take an eagle and a sword.
Forever useful.
Eagles are good.
Yeah, forever useful.
Like properly good.
Yeah.
Unlike harpies, if you play the shit-based ones, you're going to say, "Why the fuck am I taking these flies? They can't do anything apart from stand behind."
Yeah, it gives them the classic thing of putting some eagles behind what the cavalry charge. It's classic. You've got two options there of then flanking units there where you get the.
You can send them really wide.
Really wide.
I mean, 2 orders with an eagle, they could get fucking anywhere if you put them in a flank. Oh my god.
Set up 60 charge. Yeah.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe I'll take the eagle and sword and a separate unit of giant eagles. But the dragon is good. And if you come against squishy shit like Empire, who don't like dragons up them, I'm telling you, fucking no, they don't.
So if you want a competitive high elf list, Barry, what we've just summarised there with Barry's list, that's really good. Yeah, it probably is as competitive as they get, really, which is very competitive.
No room for chariots, but then the kind of high elf. Chariots are only good where you don't have knights.
And you do have knights.
Yeah.
So.
And I can already take 6. It's probably enough.
Yeah.
So I didn't try and shoehorn the chariots in. If I didn't have access to Silver Helms.
Also, if you have to have something expendable, giant eagles are the cheapest thing in the list.
Which sounds bonkers.
Like away from your spearmen. So that gives you another.
Because giant eagles are like top tier, aren't they? But here you're like fucking disposable troops.
Disposable troops. Eagles, not an elf, is it? Eagles reproduce more than elves. I can't be bothered to have reproduced anymore. I'm that fucking good.
Not that good. So I will put the list in the show notes.
Yeah, cool.
So you can
mine now.
So you can have a look.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I will say about high elves is, in their current status, you can't build a bad list. You might build a list that you don't have enough command, because I'm pushing it a little bit here with what I'm trying to command and what I've got, but I can't afford any more characters than this as a high elf.
No.
Do you take 3 character
I
packs?
take 3 characters.
Yeah, I mean you can't afford. It's not like Empire where you can have 5 or 6 or
whatever. You're
whatever.
with too many character models in your collection that you can't use, sadly.
Yeah. So whatever you take within reason is going to work well. Not if you take 2 Dragon Riders and 3 Dragons, obviously. But as long as you stay away from the Dragon Riders, you can't really build a bad list because you've got Command 10 and everything in the list is pretty good. There's no shit entry in this list apart from Dragon Rider.
There is definitely not.
Okay, so we've nearly got to an hour.
Yeah, it's been a tight episode. I'm just sending you over my list now.
Okay, that's very good. We booked the tickets to get up to Stirling because it has moved. It's not where it used to be. It's not in Falkirk. It used to be
heading that hotel.
The King Robert the Bruce or King Robert.
King Robert the English lover.
I'm sure they're going to be much more friendly this time. It wasn't the people at the event, but Paul did get some abuse with his King's English accent.
In fact, I'd be sad if I didn't get it. Like, how dare I be in there? Like, I liked it. It was it's fine. it was just. Random insults. It was I didn't get hit.
You didn't get hit. We were just walking down the street having random insults thrown.
How dare I be in that street?
With that accent.
With that accent.
Sir, I see your accent, sir.
Exactly.
Anyway.
It's fine.
So next time we will be talking about the event that we're playing this weekend.
So Saturday I am running my 3rd event at Chelmsford Bunker, like in this since walking away from the LGT. And we have some. What is interesting is that it's going to be we're using the slow rule for heavy cavalry. That's the thing I'm interested in. I'm obviously
won't take heavy cavalry.
You won't because you do, but other people will. And
I'll tell you what will happen. They'll be worse.
So
and they'll go. I would have got in if I hadn't rolled a 7, and he did fucking
it. Being my own obviously spare player, because Phil can do 2 games, not 3, for example. So. I'm on standby to be so and obviously in the evening, Barry, there's a social.
There is good. Oh, I will come.
Yeah. But yeah, it should be really cool. It's now to run events at when I can get the club secured. It's because I've got all that tournament scenery. It's just so easy to do. It's Warmaster is such an easy event to run for me. I guess only because the players never give me any problems, but. With it being on Best Coast pairings now as well, it's just it's just so easy.
Okay, well, happy days. Well, if you want to catch us next time, it'll be maybe next week, maybe the week after. And yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Encourage new players to listen if you can.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Two of you together, that's fine. But what if one of you is the monster?
Monster? They're British.
Two of you together, that's fine. But what if one of you is the monster?
Monster? They're British.